to be here. I'm glad Valentine's Day is over because I was taking stock of all the guys I've dated. I've dated so many men, I just can't keep them all straight. I remember every single one of them, I just can't keep them all straight. I dated a lot of gay dudes. What? It's happening in LA. It's hard to find a good guy who checks all the boxes. Like the other day, I was walking to my car and I was coming up, about to pass a white van with an open back. And a car, as I was walking by the van, drove by me so closely that it squeezed me closer to the van. And I was like, oh my God, what if some mastermind serial killer orchestrated with his friend to drive by at the precise moment that would usher me into his van? And I was like, no, Maxie, what are the odds that you found a guy who plans ahead? I don't know. That would be a score. I'd be like, in the van, just, ooh, where are you taking me? Dinner reservations? I think I'm beyond the age where anyone would take me. I'm past 30, which in LA is past 70. You might as well. Goodbye, I'm invisible to the serial killers. That's fine. It's kind of my form of self-protection. Kind of the way I used to be about 50 pounds heavier. When I was heavier, I was like, oh, great. At least I won't get asked out by the gross guys. And then they would hit on me anyway. And I was like, oh, I forgot about my great personality. Sorry, I should have checked before I got up here. Are my teeth red? Good, thank you. I was drinking wine before this and I bit a guy's dick off. I'm kidding. I've been in a relationship for 5 years. There have been no dicks in this mouth. My boyfriend is so bummed. He said to me yesterday, I miss the passionate sex when you just couldn't keep your hands off of me. And I was like, I'm sorry, honey, I'm very confused. Do you want to have sex next Saturday or don't you? My boyfriend and I have been together for 5 years and we fight about stupid things. We got a cat recently. Any cat people in here? Woo! I'm a dog person, and honestly, I went to the shelter and I was asking the lady showing us the cats, like, lady, I don't even know what to look for. Like, these cats are here in this strange environment. How am I going to know which one really likes me? She's like, well, you don't really know its personality till you take it home. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, at least that's like a guy. Give me some baseline. We took him to the vet to get all checked out. Little Hamlet is safe, and one of us wanted to name him something literary and smart and intelligent, and I wanted to name him Bacon. We were trying to figure out a name together, and it was so hard because we were trying to find something that we both had in common, like a book or a movie character we both loved. And what a weird way to find out he and I have nothing in common. We finally just named him Silent Treatment. And now when I feed him, I don't even have to call him. I just say, if you don't know, I'm not telling you, and walk away. Good, we got some relationships in here. They were silent as their understanding of that joke. But I think it was really hard for the vet. I have a new respect for vets. I think it's harder to be a vet than a doctor because you have to break the same horrible news about your patients with a straight face. I'm so sorry, but Mr. Snuggles isn't gonna make it. I can't even keep a straight face when a friend of mine dates a man named Larry. I'm just like, sorry. The other fight we've been having is I got a MyPillow. Have any of you guys tried this? A MyPillow. It is the greatest invention ever made. And my boyfriend, unfortunately, is a better person than me and does his research before purchasing anything. Apparently, according to him, it's a problematic pillow. The person who makes the pillow, according to him, is a fascist neo-Nazi. He's like, how did you buy a pillow supporting him? How, in good conscience, how do you sleep at night? I'm like, better. Better. I think he's jealous. I think he's just jealous that I'm getting better sleep than he is. I'm like, maybe you should try switching ideologies. He's like, by buying the pillow, you are supporting fascism. That means you are a fascist. I'm like, no, I'm not. What does it mean again? He's like, it means you want to be in total control. And I'm like, maybe. It really hurt because I'm just too lazy to buy another pillow. I don't want to spend the money. It's working great for me. The money's already gone. I can't take it back. So because I didn't want to get another pillow, he called me a lazy Nazi. Which honestly doesn't hurt that much because I think there's worse things you can be. Like an exemplary Nazi. A Nazi who's good at their job, that's terrifying. A Nazi who's bad at their job, that's a hero. That's, oops, I left the gate open again. You guys, I'm gonna be the Nazi that oversleeps and saves the Holocaust. They're gonna make a movie about me. Maxie's List. And if that's the way you remember my name after this set, fuck. I do not want to be associated with that. My name is Maxie Wicherak. It's my mom's last name. It's Ukrainian. But in reality, my last name is Gumprecht. It's German, for those of you who don't have ears. And my dad is so sad that I don't use his name. He's like, oh, what's wrong? You're not proud of your German heritage? I'm like, Dad, German's a pretty tough one to be proud of these days, publicly. I don't know if you've been watching the news. It's pretty, privately I'm proud of it. Like since moving in with my boyfriend, he's gotten COVID 3 times, and I've caught it from him none. He's like, wow, must be those strong German genes. If only everybody had those strong German genes. I'm like, yes. What if everybody had strong German genes? What if there were a way to systematically ensure? It's been done. I like that some of you are saying Jesus in response to that, because as we all know, he was blonde-haired and blue-eyed as well. Tavares left, but I really wish you were here for that joke. You guys are so fun. I'm white, I know it. I'm white, I know it. I know I'm gonna get called a Karen at some point in my life. It's just gonna happen. I'm waiting for it to happen, but because I'm white and a woman, I feel like I have a complicated relationship with the police. Like, I kind of treat the police like a Kotex maxi pad. I make fun of it until I really need one, and then I'm like, oh my god, I'm so glad you were here. There could have been a lot more blood. It's easy in this day and age to make fun of cops, but, you know, cops and Kotex, they're both known for being reliable. I don't know if you guys know this, but the cops actually took Kotex's original tagline, protect and serve. And Kotex took the cops' original tagline, suck it up, buttercup. Are you a cop's wife? You don't look pleased. Look, see, the thing is, I appreciate our police force, and I don't want to make fun of the good ones, because it's just a few bad apples, I think, ruining the bunch. And I, as a female comedian, know what it's like to be in a profession that's constantly made fun of. Being a female comedian is like being a policeman. Everyone's like, you know, I don't know any personally, but I'm pretty sure they're all bad. Do you guys like cop TV shows? They're great. I love them. They're so juicy and yummy. I see billboards everywhere for the renegade cop who doesn't play by the rules, the rookie detective who doesn't play by the rules. To get things done, they don't play by the rules. And I am a little scared by what it means if the cops can't do their job. And it means I have to rely on having some uncle come after me who just happens to be into MMA and amateur ballistics. If I go missing, I have to count on one of the furthest branches of my family happening to have negotiation skills. I've seen my family at Thanksgiving. If I go missing, no one is bringing me home. They're not diplomatic at all. No one is negotiating my return from the captors. Mostly because they would send the photo of me with the newspaper for proof of life, and my family would be like, that's not her. She doesn't read the news. My big brother is a huge know-it-all, and he would be the first to mess things up. They'd be like, we want 10 million for her safe return. And he would be like, you really should have gone with 9 million and worked your way up. I need more masculine friends to come after me. I'm not sure that I'm running in circles where I would trust someone to negotiate my safe return from a sex trafficking ring in Turkey. Guys, I'm in LA. I'm surrounded by 120-pound screenwriters. They would be negotiating with the captors just like, we'd like to open with a panning shot by a drone of the cityscape. Captors would be like, you have 24 hours to deliver the money. Ooh, we don't work really well under deadlines. All right. I come all the way to Santa Barbara to try my heavy-hitting cop material. Thank you for putting up with that. You look so itchy to go. You look like me during a football game. Like, how long do I have to sit here? The snacks ran out an hour ago. Am I allowed to make fun of what they're wearing at least? I did move in with my boyfriend. I know some of you guys are looking at me like, oh, is the joke that she dates men? And it's true. I'm a little bit of a failure as a woman. I've always been that way. Like when I was a kid, I got bullied for being trans, and it was really hard because I was not trans. Because of my voice and because my parents dressed me in my older brother's hand-me-downs, girls would corner me in the bathroom going, Max is a man, Max is a man. And then right there in the bathroom, to prove I wasn't a man, I'd have to cry in front of them. Proved I wasn't a man. It proved I was a real man. I'll stop yelling at you. But I like it now. I love that we can all get older and own our things that used to embarrass us now. We love, like I love my deep voice now because no one's ever going to accuse me of sounding hysterical. Other girls freak out. They're like, oh my God. I freak out. I'm like, oh my God. I do realize that I don't lead with femininity. Some girls are really fantastic. They're feminine, they're sassy, they are so proud of their sexuality. They're like, my pussy this, my pussy that, my pussy's a goddess. And I'm always just like, a goddess? Really? Mine's a little more like an air fryer. At first I was like, I'm gonna use this all the time. Get a little older, you're like, takeout's faster. Some girls are just so proud of it. God bless them. But there was a trend on TikTok that took it too far called vabbing. I don't know if you guys have heard of this. Girls took themselves, I like that you have, girls took themselves and dabbed it on like perfume. I know! My friend Rachel told me about it. She was like, ew, gross. Who wants to smell like a dead, rotten, smelly fish? I was like, you should get that checked out, Rach. God love it. I don't mind the expectation that we treat pussies like goddesses, but I hate that it sets up the idea that we treat dicks like gods. And hey, I treat my boyfriend's dick like God. I ignore it except for major holidays. I have to get going, but I just want to tell you guys before we bring up your amazing host, I will be in the back. Thank you so much for supporting live comedy. Thank you for coming out together to laugh, to celebrate us all, wherever we come from, whatever our outsider thing is. Yes, it's true. I'm selling Stay Gold Pony Girl merch in the back. I don't have time to explain it, but my name is Maxie Whitrick, and I've had a fantastic time with you all. Give it up for yourselves. Have a good night.